May Day in Moscow's vast Red Square. Moscow sees its first May Day parade in 4 years of total war. Military attachés of Russia's allies, American, British, and French, are guests of honor. Marshal Stalin, with President Kalinin, Marshal Voroshilov, and other high Soviet officials, mounts the reviewing stand to salute Russia's fighting men. At 10 a.m., the gigantic parade starts. A masked Red Army band is first in line as Soviet Russia hails the dawn of victory. Japanese military observers see the mighty display of Russian armed power. Russian rocket launchers on American Lend-Lease trucks. The Soviet Union, valiant ally, celebrates a holiday and salutes the great victories in Europe. Into a police court in Oslo, Norway, comes Vidkun Quisling to plead for his life. One of the war's most notorious traitors faces retribution for his crimes as the judge enters and the first preliminary trial of a major war criminal begins. Quisling, who made his name synonymous with traitor in his betrayal of Norway to the Nazis, hears the case against him. Once arrogant and ruthless, now he shows signs of fear. In a world freed from Nazism, there is no place for Vidkun Quisling. From Allied headquarters aboard the Patria at Flensburg, North Germany, orders go out for the arrest of the last top Nazis. German sailors, Marines, and soldiers who had guarded the so-called Flensburg government of Admiral Dönitz are made captive. And the high commanders of this curious organization, which had served as the surrendering authority for defeated Germany, are put under arrest. In this castle at Flensburg, General Admiral von Friedeberg lies dead beneath a picture of Dönitz. Von Friedeberg participated in Germany's unconditional surrender. Arrested, he took poison. Colonel General Alfred Jodl, Chief of Staff, leaves the enemy's Flensburg headquarters for internment. Jodl signed the German surrender to Eisenhower in Reims. Flensburg's gun placements never saw action. Now, the Fuhrer of the beaten Third Reich, Grand Admiral Dönitz himself, comes out under Allied arrest. With Jodl, he walks through a tunnel in the Flensburg compound to imprisonment. A fanatical Nazi, Dönitz was the commander of Germany's unrestricted submarine warfare. With the arrest of Jodl and Dönitz, the Third Reich is ended forever. In Luneberg lies the body of the most hated man in Europe, Heinrich Himmler, chief of the Nazi secret police and the savage SS troops. Captured while posing as a civilian, Himmler was carrying tiny vials of poison. Under examination, he bit into one concealed under his tongue. Propped up for official photographs, this Nazi who terrorized a continent has met in violent death his proper end. This is Belsen, notorious German death camp. The last of Belsen's living dead are treated by British medical troops before transferred to Allied field hospitals. Insecticide is applied to liberated prisoners. Of the 29,000 who survived the appalling filth and disease of Belsen, 500 are children. These former enemies of the Reich will now receive human care and medical attention. Belsen's commandant, Joseph Kramer, murderer of countless thousands, is now a prisoner. British flame tanks fire the flimsy buildings. Belsen is erased from the earth. Buchenwald, Dachau, Nordhausen, Belsen, names of shame that free men must not forget. President Harry S. Truman delivers a warning of the blows that are yet to fall upon Japan.
The Japanese now know that their dreams of conquest are shattered. They no longer boast of dictating peace terms in Washington. This does not mean, however, that the Japanese have given up hope. They are depending on America tiring of this war, becoming weary of the sacrifices it demands. They hope that our desire to see our soldiers and sailors home again and the temptation to return to the comforts and profits of peace will force us to settle for some compromise short of unconditional surrender. They should know better. They should realize that this nation, now at the peak of its military strength, will not relax, will not weaken in its purpose. We have the men, the material, the skill, the leadership, and the fortitude to achieve total victory. We have the allies who will help us achieve it. We are resolute in our determination. We will see the fight through to a complete and victorious finish. To that end, with the help of God, we shall use every ounce of our energy and strength.
Near Naha, capital of Okinawa, in the American advance on the enemy, a Marine tank strikes a Japanese landmine. The 34-ton vehicle is overturned and lies burning, with 4 of her crew trapped inside. One crew member, thrown clear by the explosion, staggering with shock, comes in as Marines fight to rescue the 4 men inside. But the flames reach the tank's ammunition. And all hope of rescue is gone. In the same sector, flame-throwing tanks assault enemy caves, holding Japanese soldiers and munitions. Destruction is total. These actions accompany the 10th Army's bitter fight for the southern tip of Okinawa. One after another, Japanese positions are burned out. The Japanese have already conceded the tactical loss of Okinawa, a costly but indispensable gain in the war on Japan.